Welcome, everyone, to What We're Watching, episode 68. Joey here, back with my co host, TJ. How are you, my friend?
Man, I tell you, it's I'm hot, and today is an especially hot day. So whenever you're watching this, just imagine it's sometime in the summer, and it's hot outside, and I've got all this hair on my face, and I don't think I've ever wanted to cut it more than I did this morning, and I can't. I got one more week with it, and then I can cut it.
I got you. I got you. I hate it when stuff like that happens,
Right.
where you are obligated to do something.
Obligated to do something, and this is something. This is grooming. It's like I came into the summer and I was like, oh, this will be a great time to start a new grow, where I cut it completely off and I just start over. So by the time December gets here, I'm back, actually longer than what I have here, but it's a new grow. So I would have been able to go through the summer with not much facial hair at all, and it would have been breezy because it's not we don't live in Maine,
We don't.
Jesse. We live in the South, and in the South with the humidity, and I haven't. You know what? Knock on wood, I haven't seen many mosquitoes. But it's also because I've stayed inside
Right.
because it's hot. Sorry for that about the climate. I know y'all are fed up. Y'all are fed up because y'all experiencing this heat too. Act like y'all ain't walking around with y'all t-shirts and y'all drawers sticking to y'all. Y'all sweaty too. I ain't the only one that's sweaty. Don't treat me like that, Margaret. You know you sweaty too.
If Margaret were working for the corporate, what office would she be in? Because she's not in HR.
Nah. See, she's in quality care. She
Oh,
works
I
with Creek.
see. I see. Who is this coming around asking all these questions? Who is this lady?
If anybody asks, I was here as I am every month on Wednesday.
We're sending around a little card, put a little money in there if you're so obliged.
Oh, come to me last. I got you. Come to me last. And as soon as that card hit, taking all that pocket change, handing the card over, hand the card over, and then hand the person $5. Be like, I don't know why they gave you that card with no money in it, but here's $5 from me.
Oh,
those cheap bastards all this card with no money. Here's $5 from me. All while I'm sitting there with about 80 in my pocket.
Oh,
The bat phone.
I don't.
Meanwhile, in Gotham.
It's a spam survey, sir. Do you have time? No,
Oh, okay.
I definitely
No,
do
I
not
don't.
have time. Because if it's good, let's say a great Uncle Harold, who I didn't know is leaving me $1 billion, they'll leave a message.
Right. I was about to try and riff one of those to be continued on Batman,
Oh
but
yeah.
but you came back.
Oh,
You came back
it's not
because
going
it's
to
like
take. It's not going to take me long.
I said I was like the bat phone, and I was like, oh. Meanwhile, in Gotham, Commissioner
Yeah.
Joe Gordon gets the call.
But we are back. It is episode
We are back.
68. We're creeping ever closer to episode 100, TJ. It's going to happen.
I tell you, once you get to 100, man, you can. That's when you make the Pincho money.
Oh, yeah. It'd be nice to get some Pincho money.
I would like 5% of Pincho money.
My producers over here fighting each other.
From my end, that just sounds like Charlie Brown. Wah 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 wah
Oh,
wah.
like the teachers teaching the class back here.
Absolutely. It
Oh,
just got darker outside, so I have less light coming in. Give me 1 second to turn the light on.
you're fine. Everybody's like, this is compelling video, but
This
that's
is
fine.
riveting television. Riveting. It's riveting.
Illumination.
Riveting.
Oh, you're looking good.
Rivets.
Rivets and trivets and
Rivets.
all the others, all the other things. But we are back.
Yes, we are. We are back. Let's get it. Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills Cop 2.
They made
No
another
more
one.
bananas in the tailpipe. No more bananas in the tailpipe.
But I would rewatching this movie, I realized that anytime I tried to pull something over to get into a place, it was more this one than it was the first one. I didn't use that
I feel
one, the Monique and Unique is what I call it. You know what I'm talking about? The thing
right.
when you say
This is in my office.
set it down, right? Whew, I'm just gonna leave this right here. And the woman's like, "What is that? It's no longer my issue here." I'm telling you, I've gotten into play. Usually hospitals, like when I was going to visit someone back in the day, when you're like, we can only have 3 people in the hospital at once.
Right.
You can only go see that. I got in so many different ways. One time I was taking my little sister to see my dad. I got a pair of rubber gloves, not rubber gloves, like medical gloves, and put those on and held her by her hand. And a security guard is coming. I'm like, please take her off my hands. I don't get paid enough to transport people like this. He's like, what? I'm like, oh.
Look, sometimes you just got to put on a character.
And I have done it so many times from this. In fact, people can't see it. My thing is, my little introduction thing is, how do you steal a house? This is my uncle's house.
See, and mine is HR behind the Lutz hire.
Oh, not
I'm behind the hiring of Lutz.
Well, I mean,
not the fire.
After the last one, they're like, we got to get rid of this. Is old. The chief is just the commissioner, whatever he is. He's just old. Got to get out. But they cleaned house. Edwards was cop in the corner. We didn't really see him in the first one. But he was just he did his job. He come, he ain't worried about no bananas. He didn't put no bananas in no tailpipes. Edwards didn't leave the squad. He put all his reports out on time. He clocked in on time. He clocked out on time. He took exactly the amount of break he's supposed to take. He was back at his desk.
Right.
But Lutz comes in. And he's the first one out. He was the first one out. Not even before those even before the 2 banana nose cops. He was the first one out. He was mad. He went because, like I said, he's a law-abiding guy. He went. He didn't make no noise. He didn't make no fuss.
Right.
He was cussing all the way to his car.
Hi.
Let there be a ticket. Let there be a ticket on my car.
It's a wrap. Postal is what they call it. Let's get into it, man. Beverly Hills Cop 2.
A 1987 American action comedy film directed by Tony Scott and written by Larry Ferguson and Warren Scarron, from a story by Eddie Murphy and Robert D. Wachs. Sequel to Beverly Hills Cop, and the second installment in the Beverly Hills Cop film series that stars Murphy, Judge Reinhold, Jurgen Prochnow, Ronnie Cox, John Ashton, Brigitte Nelson, Alan Garfield, and Paul Reiser. Set 2 years after the original film, it follows Detroit police detective Axel Foley as he reunites with Beverly Hills detectives Billy Rosewood and John Taggart to investigate the shooting of Captain Andrew Bogomil and stop the perpetrators behind a series of alphabet robberies. TJ, tell me your history with this film.
This is still in that I shouldn't be watching it, but it's one of those. I think so the first 2 were before I was of an age to truly understand what all the jokes were when they were released. Then it's I think the first one that I could actually understand in real time was Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Mhm.
Because that came out in the mid to late 90s, and we'll get into that one next. But like with this one, I couldn't appreciate it really until I was an adult, and um, rewatching it now with where I am in my life, I start to look at the characters more and the character choices and what the actors were doing, and I'm noticing things, you know, from Judge Reinhold and how he portrayed Billy. And this one was a little bit, I'm not going to say a caricature, but I would say he went for laughs more in this one than he did. Like, I felt like he went for them more than he was like in the first one. I think it was more organic. But again, we'll chop it up.
Yeah, I think, and I think I mentioned it a little bit on the first one. Give him props because he always sticks up for himself in front of the chief. Like when they get his name
Yep,
wrong and all of that, he always corrects them, and they always say no. And I
yep,
think going through what he went through in the first film changed him significantly.
agree.
Following the success of Beverly Hills Cop, Paramount Pictures initially considered adapting the property as a television series before Murphy agreed to return for a feature film sequel. Scott was hired as director following the success of Top Gun, and principal photography took place between November 1986 and March 1987. During post production, additional comedy scenes were filmed after early cuts emphasized action over humor. Released on May 20th, 1987, Beverly Hills Cop 2 was a commercial success, grossing approximately $300 million worldwide against a $27 million budget. It received mixed reviews from critics, although Murphy's performance was generally praised. The film also earned Academy Award and Golden Globe nominations for Best Original Song for Bob Seger's Shakedown. The film was followed by Beverly Hills Cop 3 in 1994 and Beverly Hills Cop Axel F in 2024.
When was Beverly Hills Cop 3 again?
94.
I knew I wasn't crazy. Yeah, I remember that one. I think because they came out and then like they were on HBO the next year, right? Like you can almost bank when it was going to be on HBO based on a year like after release, and that was when I saw it. I remember it premiering because HBO on a Saturday night they premiered their movies on Saturday night. Man, that was it. So you were sitting down waiting to see what was going to premiere on Saturday night. And I remember when it was Beverly Hills Cop 3. But that's not what we're talking about.
I don't want to get the strike, but I know what you're talking about. Like from just nostalgia, because we never had HBO, because we never had cable. My parents got cable last year, TJ. Last year. No, I don't say they got it like they were cheap and just like we can't afford it. There was no cable for them to get. We couldn't get cable. There was no cable out there. They finally
they're just now.
They finally ran the fiber internet, and with that, they get the cable. 2025.
What's cell service like?
Not bad. I mean, it was old, like think Sprint, US Cellular, Verizon's okay. It's what we all have. Is Verizon,
Gotcha.
But we was out there in the country with the country cable. That's the antenna on top of the house. But it was fancy. My dad, for the time, got a fancy antenna in the 1970s. I had a dial on top of the TV that I could turn the antenna. You dial it and it would.
See, this, folks, y'all are thinking that it doesn't tie in. There's actually a spinoff from Beverly Hills Cop being filmed in North Carolina called Kill Devil Hills Cop. 2028, baby. And you heard it here first. Josh Gad will be in Kill Devil Hills Cop. Number one. I'm just saying. Right now, he's in.
Right, he's in the nowhere. He is actually he's not in nowhere because we know where nowhere is. We don't know where Josh Gad is currently because we thought he was going to return
So awesome
for Doomsday, but he's not returning for Doomsday.
He's not returning for Doomsday, man. My apologies. We just had a power outage and it flicked back on. So my phone went from Wi-Fi to cell phone service. Bro, if it can happen, it will happen. It's happening today.
It's fine.
I mentioned Josh Gad and the power went off. You hear me now, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Mentioned Josh Gad and the power went off.
I stretched it just like you did last episode when I had to go do something for my wife.
I'm just saying, Kevin Feige got his finger on the pulse. I mentioned Josh Gad, and then all of a sudden we have connection issues.
In Beverly Hills, an organized criminal gang led by the ruthless Carla Fry carries out a precision robbery of a jewelry store, leaving behind an envelope marked A, containing a cryptic note. Captain Andrew Bogomil investigates the robbery with Detective Billy Rosewood and Sergeant John Taggart, but is suspended by the egotistical new police chief, Harold Lutz, in retaliation for Rosewood contacting the FBI for assistance, believing outside help undermines his authority. On his way home, Bogomil is lured into a trap by Fry, who leaves him with near fatal gunshot wounds and a letter marked B.
I like, look, don't take this as toxic masculinity, folks. It's just me and a preference. I like a female assassin. You know, if it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith, just give me Mrs. Smith. And it's not a sexual thing. It's just like I think their swag is just so much harder when you're a female assassin.
Oh,
I don't know if I don't know what it is about it. I guess I can get into the psychology of it, but when you got Brigitte coming, I wanted to say she's coming from Rocky, but I actually think this is way before Rocky IV. So like she's so much younger in this one than Rocky IV. But I'm just like, I feel like she had a couple years where she was shining high. So I go ahead.
This was filmed approximately 9-10 months after Rocky IV came out.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. She was coming off of Rocky IV, and she's still riding high. Now she's an assassin in Beverly Hills Cop 2. Yeah. Shouts to Brigitte.
Flavor Flav still a few years in her future. Word. Because that's what it is.
Yeah, boy.
Even though Bogomil is the one who was shot in this movie, he was supposed to have more scenes and dialogue in it. Do you know why he didn't?
No, what happened?
He's also filming RoboCop at this time. And so his role here can't be as big because he's filming RoboCop.
I get that. Man, you just took me back, bro. Like, I remember RoboCop. I remember RoboCop as being a one that I watched fairly often. And they tried to redo it, and it
two wasn't bad. I've never seen 3. And I've heard I haven't missed much, is what I've heard.
I think I know more about the TV show than I do about RoboCop 3, the movie.
I knew about the TV show. I never watched the TV show, but I didn't know about the TV show.
I caught a couple episodes when I was a pup before it was canceled. Didn't last long.
Well, in those days, see, people don't get it these days, right? I'm talking about even go back, 15, 20 years, and when cable was what satellite was prevalent. You even don't get it then. a lot of times you didn't have a plethora of channels, or even if you did,
Right.
they won't always something on you could watch. And this is
Right.
RoboCop the series. He might shoot somebody, or I'll see a laser or something. I'll watch this for an hour. Where's the popcorn?
Yeah, because what's the alternative? PBS, and you don't even have the news unless it's on what, the 6, was it 5, 11, or 9 a.m.? Like there's certain times that they show the news. It's not on the 24-hour cycle. So at 8 o'clock at night, you have a Fox network, you have the competitor, which here was WJZY, the TV 46. It ended up being the WB, right? Like you have 4 or 5 channels. So yeah, you're gonna watch a lot. That's how I got to watch a lot of movies, bro. Like 'cause that you watch what was on, and
Yeah,
then there were certain things that just came on every year. Like there was seasonal things, and there was always an MLK movie every January. Like there were just certain things you expected to watch. Beverly Hills Cop just fit right in there, and because TGIF was a thing, I knew who Bronson Pinchot was because of Perfect Strangers. Like it all just stumbled back on itself.
to me, TJ, if I said Beverly Hills Cop, let's just take the first one. What season would you want to watch that in? If I said this Beverly Hills Cop season, what season am I talking about?
Fall?
See, I'm thinking June or July because to me it just seems hot and sweaty and stuff like that. Because it was June when it happened. Because he talked about the strip bar, remember?
Facts. And it was too hot to have that jacket on. But then I'm always like, why is he always wearing that Detroit Lions jacket? It's too damn hot. Like that's why I say fall, because I'm like, fall would make sense because he's wearing that Detroit Lions leather jacket.
Yeah.
But no, to your point, you're right about June because he actually says what time it is. I'm just saying when you say Beverly Hills Cop, what comes to mind is Axel Foley wearing the Detroit Lions jacket. So I'm just like, the only time you're gonna see me in a jacket is hoodie season on. Nothing before August. I don't care if it's pouring down raining outside. I'm not wearing a coat. But away from
I'll
me.
I'll do it. Like I'll wear like a windbreaker if it's pouring down, raining outside. But somehow, like inside the windbreaker, I'm just hot and sweaty, and I'm like, "What's going on? Make your minds up."
Last time I wore a daggone windbreaker, your Spanish friend got me in it and had me walking around in the rain outside, and it ruined my cell phone. I am not wearing any more windbreakers.
I remember that. I've forgotten about that. Ruined that phone.
I thought I thought if I said it just the right way, it might make you smile.
First of all, let me say this, okay? All right. There's definitely respect there. I would not put the word friend there, okay? Not hatred,
Yo,
not hatred, but certainly not
right.
friendship.
I could have. I feel like I said when I said the way I said it, I was like, maybe he'll have to think for a second. If I had said our Spanish employer, you would have immediately knew who it was. So I was like, I had to just a little something to make him have to question it.
I'm not as well versed on It's Always Sunny as you are, but you know, everybody knows the clip of Charlie trying to explain the conspiracy theories, right?
Yeah,
Dude,
Pepe.
I didn't heard that story of the rain and the ruining the cell phone probably like 8 times, but still in my mind today, up until like just you mentioned it, I had forgotten about it. In my mind, that's how I am because I'm trying to make it make sense. I'm like, how did the phone? Because I know I've heard the story, but
Right.
still, like it breaks down. It just straight up breaks down.
Like, and so just it's a windbreaker with a pouch on the front. It's a
Yes,
Joey pouch on
yes,
the front,
indeed,
right?
yes.
And the thing, the the windbreaker that I'm wearing it because he gave it to me. He gave me that windbreaker jacket specifically because we were going to be going outside, and he was so proud of himself because he had a jacket in my size. He was like, "Yo, I had to go and find this in your size. I'm so proud of myself." So he gives it to me, and we're getting ready to go walking. But the zipper on the pouch didn't work. So I'm walking proud as hell because he gave me this saying, "Hey, look, put your phone in here and zip it up. It'll be okay." So I do it. And I don't look at my phone the entire time we're walking because you know what it's like when he's walking. You're going to be talking the entire time. You're not looking at your phone. Like, it wasn't even a smartphone. Like, bro, like, that's how long ago this was. It was just a flip phone. So I don't look at my phone until we get back to my apartment. And he's like, "All right, I'll see you later." And I dig down and it is soup in that pouch, man. It was so full. So full.
Oh goodness.
This is when two friends getting together to discuss movies. What we're watching on YouTube.
Uh, one, two. I'm gonna there's about 20 people in the world who knows what it's like to go around on rounds with that man.
Yeah.
And the first question somebody would be, I would say, "What night was it?" And if they said Friday, I know they're lying because it was never Friday. Not unless he died on Saturday and was not planning on coming back. Because he'd have still gotten some rounds in.
Yep.
Now you went around on Friday and you said, "Is everything number one, is everything okay?" Because I still stand on
Is
business.
everything okay? Right.
Number two, we're going around tomorrow night, and you know what that means. You make sure these doors are shut. We're trying to get in and out as quickly as possible.
Yep. If you can keep the lobby clear.
Yes, yeah. Go around. If people are playing games, you just close that door. You tell them to turn the lights off. Hit pause when they hear us come around.
I'm like, I don't want anybody in his. Because I say it's like a hurricane, and folks, we're gonna get back on pack track. I promise. I say it's like a hurricane because if you're in his path, he's coming. Like it's you. There is no way you're gonna be in the lobby doing something that a college student did, and he's not going to want to have a conversation with you. And for the for the professional staff, your night of rounds to say 2 or 3 hours is it's not impossible. It is not impossible. Like he's a talker. He was a talker.
I've done 6 before. Started at 9, finished at 3.
So that's what I'm saying. You gotta keep the lobbies clear so there's no distraction. And and a natural disaster outside does not stop it. I.e., my phone was in soup. It was like little matzo balls down. It was just soup.
All right, now wait, TJ. To be fair, I know you said the zipper was broke, but did you check? Was there soup in that hoodie, in that zip up jacket? Like, was that his soup jacket?
He's a very considerate person. If there was a person to have a soup jacket,
That's him.
he might be that cat. But no, I don't think because, like I say, it was a brand new jacket, still in the packaging. Like so, and in that situation, it's like when somebody is so happy to bless you with something, right? Like because you know who he is.
I can
You
see it
can
in my
see
head.
the big smile on his face, handing you something that you're not expecting, that you didn't think that they even had, because you know MU only went up to certain sizes and certain things, right? Like, so for him to get his hands on that, he was so proud of himself. And when he found out that the phone was ruined, that I equally felt the sadness And it only took a day. They replaced it. That was when I was able to get on the smartphone kick. Uh, After that, because it's like you're not gonna go from a flip phone to another flip phone. After
Right.
at this point, we're now smartphones is definitely a thing. But
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 2, we're back, folks. I'm sorry, I'm throwing tangents. I guess I needed to talk to my man Joey today, man. We just need to reminisce a little bit.
Just a little, but I did appreciate that. I did appreciate that. So it says, learning of Bogomil's attack, his friend Detroit police detective Axel Foley travels to Beverly Hills to investigate. But beforehand, he's on the credit card things, and so he's undercover. And the guy shows up, and his friend from the cigarette sale. What's it? He said it's his nephew. That's a guy.
Yeah.
That guy's a cop. He's not. He's my
See, I
nephew.
think
You said, say what you want to say. I used to be mad. I can smell pork when I see it, which is like pork, pig. He's a pig. He's a cop.
he's a pig.
And that other guy, I'll say this for him. He was honest. My buddy's still in the stir repairing all them cars that he tore.
Listen,
Jeffrey,
what
listen to me. I need you to go deep undercover. Drive it around.
we know from Inspector Todd that Foley is really good at his job.
Right.
So I'm always interested to see what undercover scene is he getting into coming into this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's the next one. Yeah, it's the next one. Because I was just thinking about my boy getting shot. And I was like, oh, nope, not yet. That's the next
Should I wait for SWAT?
one.
So Jeffrey goes undercover. Can I drive the car? Yes, drive the car. Say deep. Crouch down when you drive the car. Put Marcy in the car. Marcy in the car. The seats go back. Don't do nothing with Marcy in the car. Just drive the car.
Don't do nothing. Nope. Just drive the car.
After examining expertly modified bullet casings recovered from the robbery, Axel visits a local gun club where he meets Fry, who matches the description of one of the robbery's perpetrators, and learns similar casings were produced for the club's manager, Charles Kane. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to clean it up. That's a tall woman. That's what it said. That's a big woman or a tall woman.
That's a whole lot of woman.
Yeah, he stands on his tiptoes to see her.
Rashid.
What is that? It's my vitamins. Let me see the bag. My daughter's Monique and Unique.
Monique and Unique.
And it is, what year is this? Yes, it is. And he set it down. It's like, what's that? Nitroglycerin or something like that.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do with
it? Side Axel comes off to me very similar to Max Detweiler. I feel like Axel likes rich people. I feel like he legitimately likes rich people. He likes the way they live.
We knew that from when he how much is it per night? Fine.
Fine. How much is this road? I got two. Nice.
Furious that Kane used traceable ammunition, his employer, businessman Maxwell Dent, orders him to kill Foley. The assassination attempt by Kane's men fails, but Foley recovers a matchbook from which he lifts Kane's fingerprints. But also, he needs a place to stay. He can't go back to the Beverly Hills Hotel. So he sees a place that's under construction. Oh, hold up. Beverly Hills is a building inspector. What are you doing?
So I'm just,
You weren't at the meeting? The last meeting? No. They threw it. They went all round. It's all corners. No, fella, everybody just stop. Just put the stuff down. Stop. You're doing good, but it's wrong. What is wrong? No. You didn't do it. You weren't at the meeting. Nobody told me about the meeting. Look, fellas, you get the week off with pay. It's Miller time.
right. Don't go back to the office. Y'all ain't got to check in with nobody. Just go on home. I'll clock you out.
I'll clear it. He'll clear it with everybody. I was just thinking that they want it round, all round. No, you put the stuff down. You're doing a wonderful job, but it's all messed up.
All wrong.
And then they come. You stole this house. How you steal a house? This is my uncle's house. He's on vacation.
You steal a house.
Get your put your trunks on. Put your trunks on.
Get the pool.
Get in this pool. Get in this pool.
It's slippery. It's slippery.
He did tell him it was slippery.
He told him it was slippery.
You come down dressed like that's President Gerald Ford. That's President Gerald Ford.
Is it?
Have you ever seen him without his makeup?
Well, have you ever seen him without makeup? That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like.
Unwind.
That's his private security, and I'm me. And
they send over a drink.
Right. Gerald Ford on the house all night. Gerald Ford, my name is Taggart. That's what he calls himself whenever we come out.
Now, TJ.
Well, you're way more handsome in person. He took that compliment. He took that compliment and accepted that drink.
Now, he's passed on now. But back in the day, let's say you're the age you are now, and for some reason you had a gentleman's establishment. Would you say something if Gerald Ford come in the club with the Secret Service?
So if I was the DJ?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to curse. Yes. Like, bro, like I'm saying DJ Request from the Goods is my guy. Like, and hey guys, a couple of y'all were looking for Jasmine earlier. Got some bad news. Jasmine's dead. Coming up to the stage, Cleopatra. So would I not expect, hey everybody, former President Gerald Ford is in the building. Where's your peanuts? 1,000%. 1,000%. We're going to build a house, ladies and gentlemen. Habitat in this bitch.
DJ Request. I'll get that right on for you. And just
change the mood. Change the whole mood. We building a house. Awesome.
Foley breaks into the gun club that night and discovers a set of coordinates, which leads him, Rosewood, and Taggart to the city depository, the targets of the C and D robberies. They foil the heist before pursuing the perpetrator's armored truck through Beverly Hills in a cement mixer. That's what he picks up. It's the cement mixer.
Gotcha.
Causing extensive collateral damage. Although the robbers escape, Foley, Rosewood, and Taggart trace the getaway vehicle to an event at the Playboy Mansion. Half. Recognizing Fry from the gun club, Foley confronts her and Dent before they are all removed from the event. Have threw them all out.
But I heard it's real easy to get banned from the mansion. I mean, but you got to think about it though. It's like that's one place where you can go and do pretty much anything you want. So you got to be pretty out there to get banned.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on.
Folks, I ain't going to get into it here because if you have a search engine on anything, you can throw it into your machine. But there's an infamous story where somebody comes down, somebody very famous, not going to mention that person's name, immaterial to the story. But the phrase was, she's not breathing anymore, Hef. And that person was not banned. So.
Wow.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to have to refresh my memory on that one. I got to look that one up.
I'll tell you after we stop recording.
Bet.
Foley learns from Dent's accountant that Dent and Fry have applied for visa to Costa Rica. Now let's talk about the accountant, TJ. You want to talk about how earlier we had a cameo at the parking attendant. One Mr. Chris Rock.
Yes.
Was the parking attendant. And then this Gilbert Godfrey. Well, what? That's my wife's car. That's not my car. So look, you got all of this in this hand, and then this. Let's pay attention to this hand. I got something, and this we're not going to worry about too much. It's just we don't know what happened to this, but let's concentrate. We got something on this hand. I got to use your computer. You know how we do. We got to clear it up downtown, and the other two are looking at each other like, "What? Whatever you got to do." It's my office is your, but let's make sure you look at this. Don't worry about what's in this.
Don't worry about it. Big fan of Gilbert Godfrey's work, man. R.I.P. because he's gone now as well, right?
Yes. For cancer, yeah. At the same time, Bogomil's daughter Jan discovers Dent's companies are in financial difficulty and that he's allowed the insurance to lapse on all of them except for his horse racetrack. Empyrean Fields. Foley deciphers the D letter and learns it's signed Carlos, the Spanish version of Charles. Realizing the letter was deliberately easier to decode, Foley deduces that Dent is framing Kane as the alphabet robber. Dent sends Kane with Fry during the racetrack robbery. Afterwards, Fry kills Kane, making it appear that he was killed by a guard. Lutz publicly announces that Kane was the alphabet bandit and takes credit for the success. You know what? I hate stuff like that. You my boss. I hate that you're yelling at me. I'd rather you yell at me all day than take credit for something you didn't do.
Trash. That's all
he's
I
gonna
have.
get his.
Oh, 1,000% he is, man. 1,000%. I like comeuppance.
Mm-hmm.
I like comeuppance. I appreciate those.
Axel notices red mud at the stables, identical to traces found on Bogomil's running shoes. This leads Foley, Rosewood, and Taggart to Dent's nearby oil field, where Dent is using the $10 million stolen from the robberies to purchase weapons from arms dealer Nikos Thermopoulos, intending to resell them in Central America for massive profit. Foley, Rosewood, and Taggart engaged Dent's men in a shootout and destroyed the trucks carrying the weapons with explosives. Accidentally. He's like, he does this, and then he gets the things out, and then they all like follow it. Okay.
You gotta have more firepower. That's the tagline for this movie. Beverly Hills Cop 2, more firepower.
Because that's what he's learned from the shootout in the first movie. You got to have more firepower.
Got to have more firepower.
Dent attempts to run Foley down, but Foley shoots him dead before being struck by the vehicle. Fry attempts to kill Axel, but is shot dead by Taggart. As Dent's remaining associates attempt to flee, police reinforcements arrive and arrest Thermopoulos and the rest of Dent's gang. Lutz and Mayor Egan also arrive.
Right. This is my favorite part.
Lutz berates Rosewood and Taggart for their insubordination, but they finally stand up to him and prove that Dent was the mastermind behind the alphabet crimes. Convinced of Lutz's incompetence, the mayor dismisses them for jeopardizing the investigation and mistreating his officers. That's when he wants to be on the first name basis with him, you know?
Right. He tried now, and folks, I know y'all are watching this movie and you're like, oh, it's just a movie meant for entertainment. Nah, there's moral lessons behind this stuff, man. Pay attention to behaviors. This man tried to fire everybody. None of these cats did anything that would require them to be fired. But he was trying trying to fire everybody to his face, and he got his comeuppance. So don't be a lutz. That's don't be a lutz. And if your last name happens to be Lutz, because I understand that is a last name, sorry.
Following his recovery, Bogomil becomes the new police chief. As Foley prepares to return to Detroit, Mayor Egan telephones Inspector Todd to thank him for Axel's assistance, prompting Todd to angrily order him back to Detroit. Jeffrey wrecked the Ferrari. He throws Jeffrey under the bus. Jeffrey's like, this is not my office.
That his imitations, great. Like, I enjoyed Jeffrey's imitations. I thought they were funny. When he did Todd, I can't do his imitation of Todd and do it any justice. But yeah, Jeffrey gets props for that comic relief throughout the movie. Because you expect it from Eddie, right? Like, you expect it from him. You expect it from Billy at this point because you saw the first one. Getting it from Jeffrey, it was a breath of fresh air. I enjoyed that because it was anytime he was on screen, he was bringing funny.
And during all of this, Taggart's wife had left him. She had moved in with her mother, but then she come back because her mother didn't have cable. Don't let her tell you that. It wasn't her cable. It was your cable.
It's your cable. It's your cable.
Eddie Murphy's salary to star in the movie was $8 million. The budget of the movie was $27 million. Ronnie Cox was going to have more screen time, but couldn't due to his role in RoboCop. Filming began on November the 10th, 86, and concluded on March 25th, 87, after 135 days of filming. Beverly Hills Cop was one of the most anticipated films of 87 and became a box office success upon release. The film debuted at number one in the U.S. box office, earning $26.3 million on its three-day opening weekend and $33 million over the four-day Memorial Day weekend, a sales mark that would result in the film achieving that year's highest opening weekend debut, as well as the highest three-day opening weekend of all at the time, surpassing the $25.3 million earned by Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom in 1984. Beverly Hills Cop grossed $153,665,036 in the U.S. and Canada, become the third biggest hit domestically at the box office that year after Fatal Attraction and Three Men and a Baby, and grossed $276.6 million worldwide, the second highest grossing film worldwide that year behind Fatal Attraction. The film received mixed reviews from critics. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 48% of 40's critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 5.1 out of 10. The website consensus reads, Eddie Murphy remains appealing as the wisecracking Axel Foley, but Beverly Hills Cop 2 doesn't take him or the viewer anywhere new enough to justify a sequel. Metacritic assigned the film a score of 48 out of 100 based on 11 critics indicating mixed or average reviews. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of A- on an A+ to F scale. Murphy said Beverly Hills Cop 2 was probably the most successful mediocre picture in history. It made $250 million worldwide, and it was a half-ass movie. Cop 2 was basically a rehash of Cop 1, but wasn't as spontaneous and funny as the original.
I can see that. You look, if you were to toss these movies up, yeah, they're pretty similar, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I still liked it. I mean, it runs the potential because it's now a sequel. So now you have to start looking at it and asking those questions. How does it compare to the first? Does it continue the legacy? So how does it compare to the first? There's spots of laughter. Is it, because I thought the first one was great. Is it great? Nah, but it continues the legacy, so I'm ready for us to get to Axel F because I still haven't watched it yet. So I'm like waiting for us to get to that, and I'm gonna watch it, like, and do my notes on it, like, but that'll be my first time watching it, yeah, but like with this one, Does it have rewatchability? Sure. If you're doing if you've got a weekend and you're saying, hey, I want to watch a series, Beverly Hills Cop is one. I'm not saying skip two. If you're watching Thor, hey man, you want to do a rewatch? I'm saying skip two. I was just very seldom do I say that, man. But this isn't one of those that I would say that on. I feel like this movie is worth watching, just if nothing else, to get you geared up for the third.
I'll say this, and it doesn't make much sense now because we've only reviewed the two of them so far. But so far, they're in the correct position. Number one is number one for me. Number two is number two.
Yep. Saying the exact same thing. One is one, two is two, and unfortunately, two, you're two because you're two. See me in a couple. See me in a couple days whenever we do three, and see where you're at then. Because I spoilers. I kind of like three. Not a lot of people did, but I kind of like three.
I told you my three story, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, we're going to have to rehash it again on the air for the fans, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, oh, goodness. So, overall, what would you give it on an A+ to F scale?
On an A+ to F scale, I would give it a C+. It was steady. It wasn't too long. It wasn't one of those 85 to 90-minute movies either. I don't think, but still, there were some spots that were quotable. Just not like the first one. If this were the first one, we wouldn't be talking about 4 movies being made in this series. But this movie is adequate as a sequel to the first one. Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to talk about one of my favorite things when he when he meets Lutz for the first time. Johnny Wishbone. Just think of Johnny. Your name is
Wishbone. Nobody's even heard of you. No, see, so I'm a part of this FBI task force, and my code name is Wishbone. Gotcha.
Lutz. That is your name. It came to me, and your name is. It's like kibbles and bits. I would say.
What about you, bro?
That's what I was going to say. I realized because Tyler and I, for the film club on Patreon, are doing the Star Wars movie. I'm a very lenient grader. I was going to give it a B, a solid B. B's get degrees too, TJ, not just D's, C's, and A's.
No, you're 1,000% B. 1,000% they do. I could see it. I could see it. I thought that I was being too hard with my C+. The plus was me being generous.
Okay. I thought maybe you're like, hey, let's split the difference and call it a B-. But if you thought you were being too generous, I'm fine with that.
Well, no, I mean, a movie is legit. And look, just based on what you say, Eddie said he looks at it as a C movie at best too. Right? Like,
wait till you find out what people say about 3, including the people who were in it.
And this is where when and where you watched it makes sense. I was a huge Eddie Murphy fan at the time that Beverly Hills Cop 3 came out. And this is the first one that came out during my time of able to appreciate it. So I think I threw extra love to it. Same thing with Life. I really liked Life. Like with him and Martin, I really liked Life. So the movie to follow it, it was an amazing movie. So the movie to follow it gets a lot of love from me, even though probably didn't deserve it. One, Pluto Nash. I like Pluto Nash. I don't care what anybody says. You can talk cash junk about that movie, I will allow you to because you're an adult, but I'm still going to have love for Eddie Murphy in Space with Dennis Quaid and Rosario Dawson. Just saying.
And hey, I'll say this: take the fourth one out of it because it was a Netflix exclusive, so they didn't really give you the thing. Number 3 was the only one that I went to see in theaters.
And I mean, I didn't go see it in theaters, but it was my Saturday night premiere. HBO in big letters, Saturday night premiere. And that's all you get from me because I don't want us to get blocked. But yeah, man, I'm just look.
That and that
I gave
HBO
3 notes.
That and that HBO premiere logo and the music
That
of
was a
that too.
thing.
I could see that.
That
I
was a
could
thing.
definitely see that.
When the screen goes white, HBO pops up. And then yeah, man, that was a whole thing, bro. Like that, and those experiences aren't the same now. It's not the same now. You got your production stuff, but there's no event television like that anymore.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But TJ, while I have you here, sir, go ahead and plug any and everything you have, my friend.
I look rough right now. I haven't cut my hair because I'll be filming this weekend, and I'm glad to shave as soon as I am done this time next week. So we got a premiere. We got a film to finish this weekend. To hopefully be premiering next year. Excited about that one. Then I'll be back on set again in September, and then I'm taking a much needed month off in October. And if I can recommend something, can I recommend something right now?
Absolutely.
Y'all know I enjoy documentaries because they usually tell you something about things that were going on that you may not have known about. You usually don't know all the stuff, right? Because we're looking through keyholes, we can only see so much. I thought that I knew Chevy Chase. But yesterday morning, because I am now, just like my brother Jesse, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning some days. So yesterday, being an early day that I woke up, I had to do some laundry. After I did laundry, I watched I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not. And that was a great doc. I feel like they were honest with regards to discussing topics. Could they have been more, I guess, aggressive? Probably. But the thing about it is you find out he doesn't remember a lot. And there's really no point in calling him to the front to address things when he doesn't remember it. And the reason why he wouldn't remember totally makes sense. So I'm like, but I love the doc. And when you're talking about a kid who was a product of the 80s, The Three Amigos, National Lampoon's Family Vacation, Christmas Vacation, these are movies that were major in, me becoming who I am and seeing life the way I saw it. And then him coming back and being part of a community, which was a big show of mine as well. So yeah, fan of Chevy Chase's work. So I enjoy seeing the doc, and I would encourage people to see, especially our younger generation, because I want them to understand empathy. And if you see somebody and you only get that snapshot of them performing and smiling, then you think that they're always happy. And it's not like that. There's a lot that goes into being a performer. A lot of these comedians got a lot of stuff going on, not just Robin Williams. You see it with other cats that haven't gone that far, you know.
Right.
So I feel like, yeah, it would be that one and the John Candy one. I think those are two amazing documentaries, and that's my 2 cents, man. They're wooden nickels, but you got it.
There you go. There you go. If you like what TJ and I do here, may I also suggest patreon.com/babykangaroo media. Folks, you can join and become a patron for free. And there's a lot of stuff on there for free. But if you want everything, you want absolutely everything, just $5 a month. Try us out for 1 month, $5. If you don't like us, no harm, no foul. But there's over 100 pieces of content up there now. So just try us out. Do us a favor, also like, share, and subscribe. TJ and I will be back hopefully soon with number 3, Beverly Hills Cop 3 for episode 69. So we're getting on up there, TJ. And so much more. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time we drop an episode. But for TJ, this is Joey saying we will talk to you all next time.